My name is Kayla Parks. I was given the task to write a last lecture based off of the book The Last Lecture by Randy Pausch. I was to choose one of his topics and make it my own. Have you ever seen the show Winnie the Pooh? Each character in the show carries very individual personalities. Today we are going to look at two specifically. Tigger and Eeyore are two characters from Winnie the Pooh who have very opposing characteristic traits. We are faced with many decisions in our lives. When we face hard times, we have to decide whether to be a Tigger or an Eeyore. Deciding whether or not you are going to be a Tigger or an Eeyore can decide the path of your life. You may be asking what it means to be a Tigger or an Eeyore. To be a Tigger means that you have a positive outlook on life. To be an Eeyore means the exact opposite. No matter what situations life puts you in, there is always a choice between the two. If you choose to be a Tigger, life tends to be more upbeat and enjoyable. Being an Eeyore can result in a slower-paced life that may be less enjoyable. Being a Tigger means that you are an optimist in almost any situation. An optimist tends to make their decisions in life based off the hope of a positive outcome. Whether or not situations are great or tragic, optimists will see the best in every one of them. Even when put into terrible situations, optimists tend to stay positive. Being an Eeyore means that you are more of a pessimist in most situations. When put into a difficult situation, pessimists tend to think things will not end well. When put into great situations, pessimists can still be either slightly happy or neutral depending on the severity of their outlook. However, pessimists almost always find negative aspects in situations, whether they be severely negative or even positive. Both optimists and pessimists have influence on other people. Being around someone who is continuously positive can influence people to think more positively. Even if the positivity does not show through the other people, positive thoughts can be spurred inside of them. The same aspect can be applied to pessimists. If someone is constantly negative, the people around them will begin to see bad things. Influencing others is something that we can all do, whether it is intentional or not. In my life, I try to be a Tigger. There are several benefits to being an optimist through life. One perk of being an optimist is that you rarely get stressed. While this is sometimes not so good, especially with deadlines, it helps life to go much smoother. Stressing over situations that are out of my control has never made much sense to me. Throughout my life, I have always had the whatever happens, happens outlook. While this has sometimes led me to potentially not complete tasks to my full ability, I feel that it has also helped me to complete some tasks better than I would have if I were stressed about them. Another great part of being an optimist is that you get to see your positivity reflect onto other people. Seeing someone that is worried or upset over certain situations breaks my heart. Making people happy brings me great joy. When I have passed on, I want people to say that I was always able to brighten the mood of a room, not bring it down. So we all get the choice in life, whether we want to be a Tigger or an Eeyore. Which will you choose?